You are born today. The place is Japan, an island nation of 120 million people, one of the longest living societies on Earth, and home to one of the most distinct cultures the world has ever produced. You know nothing yet, but the world waiting for you is already decided. Within minutes of your birth, you are surrounded by hospital staff. More than 99% of births in Japan happen in hospitals. Home births are nearly non-existent. Clean, quiet, orderly. That is where your life begins. When you leave the hospital, you enter a custom called Satogari Shusan. Your mother returns to her own parents' home. Your grandmother helps raise you. Your father goes back to work. Japan's paternity leave uptake has been rising in recent years, but as of 2023, only around 30% of fathers actually take it. Your name will almost certainly be written in kanji. Every character carries meaning. Your parents spend weeks deciding what to give you. Hikari, kokoro, tsubasa, light, heart, wing. You are still sleeping, but your name is already carrying the weight of someone's deepest hope. 100 days after you are born, a ritual called okuizome takes place. Sea bream, red rice, clam soup. You cannot eat solid food yet, but the ceremony is performed anyway. A prayer that you will never go hungry a day in your life. This is Japan. Every turning point in life comes with a ritual. By the time you take your first steps, the adults around you give you room to make mistakes. Japan's traditional approach to early childhood holds that children up to age 3 are still close to the divine, to be watched over, not disciplined. Less scolding, more observing. Then you turn 3, and Japan holds its first major ceremony for you. It is called Shichi-Go-San. 753. On November 15th, shrines across the country fill with families. The ceremony marks age 3 for both boys and girls, age 5 for boys, and age 7 for girls. You wear formal dress. Boys in hakama and haori jackets. Girls in furisode kimono or hifu vests. You do not fully understand what you look like. But in the photograph, you are standing a little taller than usual. At the shrine, a priest performs a purification ritual. You receive Chitose aim, 1,000-year candy. The long, thin bags are decorated with cranes and turtles, symbols of longevity. A prayer stretched across time. You are only 3 years old, but Japan has already reported your growth to the gods. After that, something shifts in the air of everyday life. When you enter preschool or nursery school, you meet the concept that will define the next 2 decades of your life: the group. At the heart of Japanese early education is not individual achievement. It is learning how to exist inside a collective. Line up your shoes at the entrance. Take turns. Greet everyone loudly when you arrive. Finish your school lunch. Clean the classroom yourself. These are not punishments. They are absorbed as habits, not because someone is forcing you, but because everyone around you is doing the same thing. Without realizing it, you are writing the basic social code of Japan directly into your body. Elementary school sets the rhythm of your life. Every morning, you walk to school in a group. Neighborhood children gather at a meeting point and walk together. Parents rarely drive their children. From first grade, children navigate the city on their own. To the rest of the world, this is remarkable. When you arrive at school, you change into indoor shoes. The outside world and the inside world are separated by footwear. It sounds small, but it is deeply symbolic. In Japan, every space has an inside and an outside, a public face and a private one. Before class begins, the entire room stands together. Bow, sit. These 3 beats repeat every day until graduation. At lunch, you take turns as the serving crew. You put on a white coat and a mask and serve your classmates. The teacher does not do this. You do. When lunch is over, You clean up. During cleaning time, you sweep the hallways, wipe the desks, scrub the toilets. Japan's schools have custodial staff, but the daily cleaning is done by the students. This is not a punishment. It is education. Your space is your responsibility. By 4th or 5th grade, classroom roles become more elaborate. Library duty, health duty, animal care duty. The class begins to function as a small society. You are a working member of it. Around this time, you start learning something that no teacher will ever put on a test. In Japanese, there is a phrase, kuki wo yomu. Read the air. It means the ability to sense what is not being said, to notice when someone is struggling without being told, to feel when the mood of a room has changed without asking why. This is never formally taught, but it may be the single most important skill for living in Japanese society. Over 6 years of elementary school, you memorize approximately 1,000 kanji characters. 3 more years of middle school brings that number to around 2,000, the baseline for daily life. Japanese uses hiragana, katakana, kanji, and Roman letters, sometimes all on the same page. Mastering this system takes years of concentrated effort. Middle school changes everything. You wear a uniform now. For boys, a gakuren or blazer. For girls, a sailor uniform or blazer. The uniform is not meant to erase individuality. It is meant to put everyone on the same starting line. Club activities begin: baseball, soccer, brass band, tea ceremony, calligraphy. Almost every student joins something. And in Japan, joining a club is not a casual commitment. Club practice runs 3 hours after school, 5 or 6 days a week, and most weekends. Some clubs barely stop for Obon or New Year. This is where you first encounter the concept of konjo, guts, the willingness to push through pain, to never show weakness in front of your team, to sacrifice your own comfort for the group. This is not just tolerated, it is celebrated. At the same time, academic pressure arrives. High school entrance exams are coming. Your grades over 3 years of middle school, combined with exam scores, determine where you go next. 3rd year of middle school is often the first time in your life you feel genuine, sustained pressure. Many students start attending juku, private cram schools, after regular school ends. You study for another 2 or 3 hours. You get home at 10 or 11 at night. You finish your homework. You sleep. You do it again. Japan consistently ranks among developed nations with the shortest average sleep durations. You are living the reason why. High school arrives. And now, almost everything points toward one event 3 years away. University entrance exams. In January of your 3rd year of high school, you sit for a national standardized exam spanning 2 full days and up to 7 subjects. This score, combined with each university individual exam in February, determines your fate. In Japan, the university you attend shapes the job offers you receive, the professional networks you enter, and in some cases, the person you marry. The name of a prestigious university stays in the first line of your resume forever. The stakes feel total, because for many people, they are. The exam season runs from January through March. Everything you have built over years of study arrives at a single point. Some students pass. Some do not. In Japan, students who fail and spend a year studying to retake the exam are called ronin, a word that once described masterless samurai wandering without a path. You are not a samurai, but you understand the weight of that word. University begins in April, and for the first time, you are free. 4 years of clubs, part-time jobs, travel, and friendship after years of structured pressure. The entrance exam was the gate. You passed through it. Now you breathe. But in your third year, the gate appears again. Job hunting season. Shukatsu. You put on your suit. Not just any suit. A shukatsu suit, black or dark navy, deliberately uniform. You fix your hair. You write entry sheets for dozens of companies, sometimes hundreds. You attend information sessions. You participate in group discussions with strangers. You sit through multiple rounds of interviews. You learn to present yourself as a product. What is your strength? Why this company? What can you contribute? Then you receive an offer. In January, you turn 20. Or perhaps you already have. Either way, Japan has one more ceremony waiting for you. It is called Seijin Shiki, Coming of Age Day. Every city, town, and village across Japan gathers its new adults into one hall. Women wear furisode, long-sleeved kimono in deep reds, greens, and golds. Men wear hakama or suits. You see faces you have not seen since elementary school. Everyone has grown. Everyone looks slightly unfamiliar and completely recognizable at the same time. The mayor speaks. You are not really listening, but you feel the weight of the furisode on your shoulders. This is society officially recognizing you as an adult. You are no longer a child in the eyes of the nation. Then April comes, the cherry blossoms open, and you walk into your first day of work. There is an entrance ceremony. Every new employee sits in the company auditorium in matching dark suits. The president speaks. Senior staff welcome you. Training begins. It took you 22 years to get here. Along the way, think of the rituals you passed through. Okuizome, Shichigo-san, entrance ceremonies, graduation ceremonies, Seijin Shiki. Your first day at a company. In Japan, society is always present at the turning points. It shows up to witness your growth, celebrate it, and send you forward. To be born in Japan is to learn that the group gives life meaning, that sensing the unspoken is a form of intelligence, that every beginning, every single one, deserves a ritual. And the cherry blossoms fall again this year. They fell the spring you were born. The spring you walked through a shrine in formal dress at age 3. The spring you took your exam. The spring you wore a furisode and became, in the eyes of your country, an adult. The spring you became at last, part of the working world. In Japan, everything begins in spring. And the blossoms always fall, so they can bloom again.